Hello and welcome back to my channel. First things first, it is November 11th. It's Memorial Day, Veterans Day, one of those two. It is November 11th and want to know what that means? It means it is so much closer to Christmas. I have my sloth Christmas sweater on right now. I'm so excited for Christmas. I'm usually not that excited for Christmas because it's not like a big thing for me. Halloween's my thing, but I am just super excited for the cold weather. My AC has not been turned on. Damn it. You're stupid, go lay down. You're stupid, go lay down. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. As I was saying, I'm usually not a huge Christmas person. I'm more of a Halloween person. I wish that Halloween was colder in the places that I've lived because I would love it. In my cup today, I have the new Starbucks cup. I was surprised that I remembered to actually go and get it. But in here I have hot chocolate. I made it in my Keurig. I'm pretty sure I messed up my Keurig doing it. But I'm gonna sip my hot chocolate. I put some pumpkin spice in it and almond milk, and I also put some peppermint creamer, and it smells heavenly. And it tastes so fucking good. That is so good.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
The government's listening. These are my Verb energy bars, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. If you don't like coffee, this is a great alternative. And the best thing about these is that it's low calorie, but it's also good for you. Try them. They're so good. They have so many different flavors. You can get them for $11 today in my link down below, or I'll put it right here as well. My favorite one was the peanut butter one. And then here are the actual ingredients on here. The first one is gluten-free oats, which is awesome. I love that. First off, they're gluten-free, and second off, that the first ingredient on here is oats instead of like processed sugar, like Cliff Bars. Almond butter, almonds, crisp brown rice, quinoa crisp, and then also it is gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan. I really do like them. I'm so glad that I was able to partner with them. So if you're interested in these, go purchase them. They're awesome. You can try your starter pack for $11 today. So go look at them. Now into our video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about calorie deficit. I've done a video before right here about how I lost over 100 pounds, and I am starting my process again to lose more weight. I'm at 160 right now. I'm very in between like 165 to 158, like that's my range right now. So I'm doing another cut right now. For a little while I started doing like my normal, like my maintaining calories food, so that way I was able to like maintain around that. And now I'm doing another cut, so I'm doing 500 less calories than I should be eating to try and go down a couple of more pounds. And by a couple more pounds, I want to lose like 20 more pounds. The first thing that you need to know is what a calorie deficit is. So here's the definition of calorie deficit. So that really just means that your body is burning more calories than you're intaking. So whether that be from exercise, you could be eating the normal amount of calories that you normally eat, but then you're burning 500 calories or 250 calories more than you normally would. Or you could do it with no exercise. You could do a calorie deficit and just be in at the calories that you're eating is 500 less than what you're normally eating or what your body needs to maintain its weight. So I'm going to show you guys how to find out how many calories your body needs just to maintain its weight. And then from there, you can either subtract 250 or you can subtract 500, depending on if you want a pound or about a 2 pound change a week. I'm going to show you guys how to actually find out how many calories you need. We're going to go to a website and I'm going to show you how I figured out how many calories I need. So let's figure out how to find how many calories you need. So this is the website that I used. I feel like this is the one that had the most accurate kind of measurements. So I did my measurements. I did female. I'm 24. My height is 5'5", 165 pounds. And then this is kind of like your activity level. If you go to school or anything, then you definitely want to pick something like this. I did this as mine because I know that I work out quite a bit, and I also know my body fat percentage, and then I went ahead and did calculate. So this is what it's giving me for just to maintain my body weight currently. So it says 2,403 right now. And that would be with my normal exercise that I have on there too. That is also not my calorie deficit one. That is just to maintain my current weight. So if I want to be in a calorie deficit, then I would have to subtract 500 from that. This also gives you a little bit of an overview of if you wanted to change your exercise level. If you have PE or anything like that, that would be good to include in there as well. Once again, these are my macronutritions just for me to maintain my weight. This is not calorie deficit yet. And then I clicked on cut, and that kind of gave me my macronutritions for a calorie deficit instead of for just my normal maintaining. So this is if you want to bulk as well, you would add an additional 500 calories instead of subtracting. So you might ask why you would want to add or subtract 500 calories, and that's because for 1 pound of fat, it's going to be 3,500 calories. So if you take that and divide it by 500, that's going to give you 7, and I actually have it on my calculator if I could type a little bit faster than I actually am. But if you take the 3,500 divided by 500 per day, that's going to give you 7, and then there's 7 days in a week, so that would be around 1 pound per week. So that's a little insight on why we do 500 less. That's why whenever we say you need to be in a calorie deficit, why we usually say around 500 calories less. If you want to do more, you can. If you want to do like 750 calories less, just make sure that you're eating at least 1,200 to 1,300 calories. Sometimes on these websites, this is the one that I found the best and the most accurate, and also the one that doesn't suggest that you eat less than 1,200 calories a day. I've seen a couple that have said to lose weight to eat less than 1,200 calories a day, and I'm like, no, that's literally what an infant needs to live. If you want to do more than the 500 calories, you can do 750 calories and lose about 1.5 pounds a week rather than just 1 pound. That being said, now with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up shortly, do not stress over eating on those 2 days. Those are 2 days out of the next, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. That is literally only 2 or 3 days out of the next 7 weeks. Do not stress over eating on those days. It's okay as long as you go back the next day to your normal diet. It's okay to have that slice of pumpkin pie or apple pie. I'm a pumpkin pie person, but like I'm having a Friendsgiving the week before Thanksgiving, but I'm not doing Thanksgiving. I don't have like any family out here or anything like that. And I'm trying to not stress because I know I'm gonna eat so much food because I freaking love turkey and I love homemade mashed potatoes and I get to make green bean casserole. But just remember, don't make it an entire week of feasting. Make it just that day. Even if the next day you have leftovers of turkey, turkey's so good for you. Like if you want to make a turkey sandwich, a turkey wrap, something like that with a little bit of cranberry sauce on it, go for it. Heck yeah, more power to you. Just make sure that you're recording it. Is that I use my MyFitnessPal, and I feel like MyFitnessPal gets a really bad rap, and that is because no one uses it as correctly as you should. When you first go into the app, I haven't been in it in like 3 years at the beginning. I've had it forever. But when you first go into the app, it's automatically going to suggest 1,200 calories, which isn't as feasible as you would think. You need way more calories than that. And which isn't as plausible as you would think or feasible as you would think. You need more calories than that. So you have to actually manually go in there and change it. So if you change it to your 1,400, 1,500 calories that you need, and then you change your macros in there, remember how I was showing you the macros on that website? That's the best thing about that website. I love that it gives you your macros for your protein, your carbs, and your fats. So it's okay to use MyFitnessPal. You just have to actually manually go in there and change things. Don't leave it at the settings that it's at. It's still free to use if you change it. It's okay. Just beware that it gets a bad rap. But I use it and I've used it for years and I love it because it helps me track my calories so much better than trying to put them in like notes or something like that. So I believe that is all I have for you for this video. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. You can ask me things on Instagram, on TikTok, any platform. I will more than likely be able to answer. I hope that this helped you or helped someone. I know a lot of people will say calorie deficit and then have no idea what it means. Or fitness people will say you need to be in a calorie deficit. You need to be in a calorie deficit and they don't explain it. So I hope that this helped a little bit, helped you give a little bit of an insight on what amount you should be eating and how it can help you. And you might be surprised. It might be more than what you're used to eating, especially if you're recovering from something like an eating disorder. So just go and look it up and see what it says, and then try and be in that calorie deficit. Give it a little while, give it like 4 or 6 weeks, and then see how it goes. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great week and a great weekend, and I will see you next time. I'm hoping that I'm going to start posting more videos. I just have to think of things to actually post about. I even have this nice little ring light now, so I'm so excited. And also, don't forget my link right here for my Verb bars. If you're interested in them, I absolutely love them. I told them that I wasn't going to promote them until I actually tried them, and I love them. But go buy them here, or I'm also going to put it down below. All right, thanks. Bye.